sports fan, I'm Terrence, derogatorily known as Lisp Guy, and a while ago I was suggested to talk about my favorite video games. So this is the Deluxe Super Nintendo Entertainment System Edition. Let's get right to it. First, my first favorite Super Nintendo game for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System is Uniracers. Does anyone remember this game? It was a racing game, and you were a unicycle. You don't ride a unicycle, you were one. It was really clever. I really like that about the game. The only thing that I didn't like about the game though is it's a race. And I don't win races, like ever. When I first played this game, it was one of the prettiest video games that I had ever seen. It was part of the Super Nintendo games that had a lot of really good like 3D shading and that made me happy, and just to sit there and like watch all the pretty unicycles go by. Maybe that's why I lost all the time. When I was small, back a long time ago apparently, I used to really like the wrestling games. And for the Super Nintendo, I liked a lot of the normal WWF ones, like WWF Royal Rumble, and WWF Raw, and WWF Super WrestleMania, and WWF WrestleMania, the arcade game. But one of the really cool games that stood out for me was called Saturday Night Slam Masters. First, I'm going to talk about what I remember, and then I'm going to tell you about all the crazy things I found when I researched this game to make sure that I got the name correctly. So, I didn't know this as a kid, but looking back now, this game was pretty racist. Or almost at least like pretty racist. I don't know, to be honest. I'm not one of those people who decides these things. Anyways, so what I do remember is you could play as different wrestlers who all had these like crazy super abilities. And I was always this guy named Rasta, who was from Jamaica or Africa or something. And when he came to the ring, he had a monkey on his back. Like not one of those like fancy symbolisms or whatever, no, like a real actual monkey. Like virtually. I mean, the monkey wasn't in my living room because that would be crazy. But then he took his monkey off and wrestled. And he would do strange things like bite people, or he would jump smash his bum into people's faces. When I was a little fellow, I thought this was funny, but now, as a grown man, when I remember that grown people made this game, it's really strange. Is Rasta supposed to be Rastafarian? Does the people who made this game think that this is how Rastafarians act? Do they think Rastafarians just bite and bum people all the time? Makes me uncomfortable now. Oh, and before I forget, the last thing that I remember is this crazy trash talk from the title screens. They'll be saying things like, "Let's make this fast, I got a date with your sister," and "I'm gonna lick your face before I chew it off, man." I mean, this is a kid's game, guys, really. But then I learned today that maybe it wasn't a kid's game. In the original Sega game, which I didn't play, apparently there was a deathmatch mode and there were no rules, and you could use weapons, and the ropes were replaced with barbed wire. It would have been interesting to see a match with no rules in a game when there was rules. I started to lick people, and I won matches by biting them and hitting them with my bum. But hey, it's wrestling, so who knows. My third favorite Super Nintendo Entertainment System game, and one of my all-time favorite games ever, was The SimCity. Now, someone told me that you could actually build cities in this game, and I didn't know that. I thought you just went through one of the game scenarios, like Las Vegas or Detroit, and you set up a bunch of disasters. Because that's all I ever did. So I might need to replay it. The disasters in SimCity were fun. You could start a fire, like a pyromaniac or something, but that was boring because maybe a house would burn down, but then the fire guys would come in and they would kill it. But if you got a Bowser attack, or a tornado, there could be lots and lots of fires. Like, yeah, they call Godzilla Bowser because they were Nintendo, so everything is Mario. But he would come crashing through, and he would just crash, 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 crash. The best was following Bowser through town as he ruined everyone's life, and those people would just move away. No one ever died, which is kind of strange, but it's a Mario game, so it makes sense. But eventually the game would just tell you that you failed, and you had to stop. And I've never really understood that part, but it was super fun following a giant monster through SimCity, Detroit, or Tokyo, until there were no more people. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System also had a lot of cool things that I remember that I never had. The one thing that I wanted to try was the Super Scope. The cool kids had one of these, and one time this boy Ferdy brought his to school to show everyone. Now these scope guns were big, and it was back when you were allowed to bring guns to school and kids didn't die because of it. But the teacher still said that he should not have it, and she took it away from him from the day. And Ferdy got mad, and he said that he would not be back tomorrow. But he got his gun back, and he was back tomorrow, and always forgotten. I think Ferdy might be a senator now. You can bite them with your teeth and then hit them in the face with your palm. Crash, crash, crash. Crash, 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 crash. Crash, 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 crash. Crash, 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 crash. Crash, 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 crash. Crash, crash, crash.